Hello everyone, welcome to your evening Freedom Flow class. My name is Christina. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. It's a 1-hour Freedom Flow class, so go ahead and get yourself situated, get set up on your mat, grab your water. You will want one prop tonight, a scarf or a towel, something that you can use to grab a hold of your foot. This is going to be mine. Hello everyone, we're going to get started in a couple of minutes. This is your 1-hour Freedom Flow, your evening class. So go ahead and set the tone, grab your water, and also grab a scarf or a towel, something that you can use as a strap. If you have a yoga strap, that's great. We'll get started in a couple of moments. Oh, it's so great to see all of you. Hello, Amanda. Hi, Pam. Pam's saying it's bedtime on the East Coast. She'll do it in the morning. All right, everyone, we're going to get started in about a minute. So just make sure you have your space set up, that it's all clear, there's nothing around that you might trip on. Make sure that you've got a yoga strap or a scarf like I have. A scarf or a towel will do the trick. We're just going to use it to grab a hold of our foot at one point. So grab one of those. If you have your water and you have everything set up, you can go ahead and start laying down on your mat, laying down on your back. We've got about 1 more minute before we get started. Hey, hi everyone. We'll go ahead and get started with our 1-hour Freedom Flow class. This class is going to be targeting the chakra, the heart chakra. Before we get started, just a few things to keep in mind. Remember to please go at your own pace at all times. You know your body and how you're feeling much more than I do. Everything I do is just an offering, a suggestion. Please don't ever feel any pressure to do what we're doing. Feel free to modify, to rest whenever you need to. If you're under the care of a doctor, maybe listen to what thing, and if they're saying don't do the yoga, then obviously we say don't do it as well. So please listen to that advice from your healthcare practitioners, and we'll go ahead and get started. So we're going to start lying down on our backs in our Shavasana. So just finding a comfortable shape. I will check the comments throughout the class, so if at any time you can't hear me or the music, please let me know. I'll adjust. So we'll start laying down on our backs. Make sure that your towel, scarf, or strap is nearby. We'll use that later in the class. So coming down onto your back and finding a shape that's comfortable for you. So that might mean arms and legs straight. Or it might mean that the soles of the feet come to the outer edges of your mat and your feet fall in towards each other. Finding a shape that's comfortable so that you can just soften into this shape. The beginning of the class here is not about doing or achieving anything. It's more about softening and surrendering. So find a shape where you feel supported. If it speaks to you, I invite you to bring one hand onto your heart, and then the other hand on top of that. Our class today is based on the heart chakra. The heart chakra, of course, sits right at our heart center underneath your hands. Its color is green. When you visualize this swirling ball of energy, you might see green, you might see white lights. Just bring your awareness to that part of your body, the heart center. When the heart center is flowing with energy, we feel loved, lovable. We feel that we are able to give love and receive love in a healthy, supported way with healthy boundaries. When the heart chakra is out of balance, we might feel that we give too much. We're always giving. Or we might feel unlovable. So today we're just going to play with getting some energy flowing through that heart center. I invite you to close your eyes if they aren't closed already. Start to tune into your breath. Imagine the breath coming in and out of the heart center. Maybe visualizing green energy, or visualizing white light. Just noticing physically, what do you feel at your heart center? Intuitively, does it feel open? Or does it feel compressed, tight? Know that whatever you discover, whatever you feel, none of it is good or bad. It's just what you're experiencing at this moment. I invite you to start to encourage a fuller, deeper breath in and out through the nose. Maybe starting to find that light contraction at the back of your throat so you can hear your breath. Your audible Ujjayi pranayama. Your breath will start to sound like the waves of the ocean. You Contraction at the back of your throat is the same contraction you would have if you were trying to fog up a mirror by going on that mirror. But any time this breathing causes stress or tension in the body, please release it. Otherwise, I encourage you to stay with this Ujjayi breath throughout your practice today. Lastly, before we start to move, I invite you to maybe think of a mantra that you can use during your class, something focused in your heart chakra if that speaks to you. Something like, I love myself completely, or I am loved. I am lovable. Or I express love in a healthy way. Find a mantra that speaks to you, that inspires you, something to support you through your practice today. And releasing arms down by your sides. Begin to gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe start to rock your head gently from side to side, massaging the back of your head on the floor. And your next inhale, reach your arms up over your head, your legs below you in a big good morning stretch. Stretch your fingernails away from your toenails. Spread the fingers and the toes so you feel that stretch on the webbing in between your fingers and your toes. And on your next exhale, draw the belly in to guide both knees into your chest, hands to your knees, your shins, or maybe behind your thighs. Just give it a gentle rock side to side. Coming back to center, extend your arms out in line with your shoulders. Exhale, draw the belly in, knees to your chest. Keep the belly engaged as the legs come up and over to the left. Once they meet the mat, let your belly soften into the twist. And if it's comfortable for your neck, turn your gaze to the right. As you come back to that smooth, even Ujjayi breath, in and out through the nose. Notice what you feel in your heart. On the next exhale, draw the lower belly in. Use that engagement to bring the knees back to center. Keep the belly engaged as the legs go to the right. Once they meet the mat, let your belly soften, relaxing into the twist. If it's comfortable for the neck, turning to look to the left. Again, as you surrender the weight of your body into the mat, notice the breath. Notice what you feel in your heart center. Next exhale, bring your left arm over to meet your right. Curling up on your right side, head can rest on your right arm. And then pushing your left hand into the mat, use the hands to lift you up to seated. Swing the legs around behind you and find your way into a tabletop at the center of your mat. So knees underneath your hips, hands slightly wider than your shoulders. On your inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze, open the chest. Exhale, scoop the belly in to round through your spine. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Cow pose. Exhale, belly in to round cat. Take a few more rounds at your own place, at your own pace, exploring any movement that feels good for you. Let the breath and the sensations in your body lead you. Notice what you feel in that heart. After your last round, point your toes back, hips to your heels. Take a few breaths in a wide-kneed child's pose. Relax through your body and let the weight of your head sink into your forehead, down into the mat. Bringing your awareness to the space in between your shoulder blades, your upper back, the back of your heart. See if you can direct the breath there. Full deep breaths into your upper back. Again, maybe visualizing that energy swirling around the back. Either green or white light. It's the energy of the heart chakra. Drawing the belly in as you inhale, lift the hips. Coming back into your tabletop, and just take a moment to check that you're spinning your bicep forward. So the inside of your elbow might point forward. It depends on how your shoulder and your elbow are built. But spin the bicep forward, and as you do that, anchor into your index finger knuckle. Again, hands are slightly wider than your shoulders here. Walk your feet back, lift the knees into plank pose, holding here, starting to build some of that internal fire. Agni, we call it in Sanskrit. So as you hold your plank here, draw the lower belly in. Direct your tailbone back towards your heels. Find that audible Ujjayi breath again. In and out through your nose. Just a few more breaths. I know I haven't forgotten about you. On your next exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to just pedal the feet or wag the hips. Any creative movement that feels good for you. Again, spin the biceps forward. So there's a rotation in your shoulder joint. Spin the bicep forward. The inside of your elbow might point forward. It's as if you could point the inside of your elbow forward. Anchor down into your index finger knuckle. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Point your toes back. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Exhale, slowly lower heart to mat. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Exhale to lower. Once more, belly in as you inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Inhale up to plank or hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend your knees on the inhale. Walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, belly in as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, belly in to fold. Once more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, belly in as you fold. Power down into your feet. Inhale, arms reach to sky. Find length spine. Exhale, hands to your heart center, Samastiti. Keeping the heels of your hands together, draw the fingertips open into what's called Lotus Mudra. Lotus Mudra right at the heart center. This symbolizes the heart opening. Lotus is a beautiful flower that grows out of the mud. The lotus symbolizes the heart opening, even if it's grounded in darkness. Beauty of the heart opening, even with challenge and strife. Taking back in with your breath, take an inhale through your nose, sigh it out through your mouth. Inhale, reach arms to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant hands, step your right foot back, lower knee to mat. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, belly in as you sink the pelvis forward. Inhale, find more length through your spine. Exhale, plant hands, step back, and lower chaturanga or knees and belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel to sky. Exhale, big step forward to your thumb, drop the back knee. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, belly in as you sink the pelvis forward. Inhale, create a little more length through your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, lift the back knee, step back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, belly in as you fold. Power down into your feet. Inhale, arms reach to sky, find length. Exhale, belly in as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, left foot back, lower knee to mat. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, sink the pelvis forward. Sweep your hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Draw the belly and tailbone down as you inhale, lift the heart and slide your hands down the back thigh. Low lunge with the back bend. Option here, if that's too intense for your shoulders, to place your hands on your hips. Inhale, arms sweep to sky. Exhale, left hand to mat. Inhale, twist right arm up. Exhale, plant right hand to mat, lift back knee. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga or lower knees on belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel to sky. Exhale, big step forward to your thumb, lower back knee down. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, sink the pelvis forward. Take the hands behind you, broaden across the chest as you draw the belly in and up. Inhale, slide the hands back and down. If this bothers your shoulders, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, arms reach to sky. Exhale, right hand to mat. Inhale, left arm up as you twist. Exhale, plant your hand, lift the back knee, step back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, belly in as you fold. Power down into your feet. Inhale, arms reach to sky, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, walk, step, or float back. Lower through chaturanga or to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to reconnect to your audible Ujjayi breath. In and out through the nose. Hands are slightly wider than your shoulders to keep the shoulders safe. Spin your bicep forward. Anchor into that index finger knuckle. Bring your awareness back to that heart center and back to your mantra. Inhale, right heel to sky. Exhale, shift forward, knee around the spine. Inhale, take the leg up and back. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, take the leg up and back. Exhale, big step forward to your thumbs. Spin the back heel to the mat. Inhale, windmill up, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, take a moment to settle. Check that your toes and knees are pointing the same direction on both feet. Draw the belly in, tailbone down, lengthening through the spine. Then bring your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Press the heels of your hands together and flower your fingertips open into Lotus Mudra. Might feel nice to close your eyes, connecting to the meaning of Lotus Mudra. Beautiful, bright flower growing out of the darkness. Take an inhale through the nose. Side out through your mouth. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach your arms to the sky, look up. Exhale, bend the knee, hands to your heart center. Inhale, straighten the leg, look up, arms up. Exhale, bend the knee, hands to your heart. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. Inhale, this time reach it up and hold. Drawing that energy in through your hands. And on your exhale, bend the knee, hands cross on top of each other and press that energy into your heart. A few mindful breaths into the heart center. On the exhale, extend the arms back out, warrior 2. Inhale, right arm reaches the sky. Exhale, windmill hands to mat, lifting the back heel. Inhale, back to plank, 3-legged option. Exhale, chaturanga or belly. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend your knees. On the inhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift as you lengthen. Exhale, draw the belly into fold. Power down into your feet. Inhale, arms reach to sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Bring your big toes to touch. Spread the toes really wide. Inhale, bend the knees, arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Keep drawing the lower belly in as you shift the weight back into your heels. Utkatasana in Sanskrit, it means fierce pose. This is a fierce pose. Feel that heat, feel that fire. If at any time this is too intense for your shoulders, please bring your hands to your heart center. On your next inhale, power down into the feet, stand up, mini back bend as you lift the heart. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Shift the weight into your right foot, use the lower belly to lift the left knee up. Keeping the shoulders over the hips, the ears over the shoulders, lift the knee a little higher. If you can breathe comfortably here, start to work towards straightening the leg. Try to keep the knee where it is. Smooth, even breaths. On the next exhale, bend the knee back. And start to kick the heel behind you as you tip forward into warrior 3. Power down into all 4 corners of that supporting foot. And as you power down, feel your right thigh activate. Keep drawing the lower belly in. And then push out through the back heel, reach the crown of the head forward. On your next exhale, lower hands to mat. Bend the right knee and step your left foot all the way back. Check that your feet are still hip width apart here. Power down into the feet. Inhale, arms lift up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, draw the belly in, tailbone down. Keep the tailbone drawing down. And then reach your arms up as if you're grabbing a hold of a bar. And as if you're going to do a pull-up, start to pull the bar down and lift your heart up like you're trying to get the collarbone to touch the bar. Inhale, extend the arms back up. Exhale, grab the bar, pull it down, lift your collarbone so you're starting to go into a back bend. Tailbone stays drawing down. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, tailbone down as you lift that collarbone into the back bend. Inhale, extend. Last one, this time exhale, pull it down, hold here. Separate your fingers wide. Tailbone is drawing down as you're lifting the collarbone up and maybe start to lean back a little bit more. Open across the elbows. And press your shoulder blades into the back of the heart, as if you're lifting that heart up onto a platter, lifting up to the heavens. Inhale, reach the arms to sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center, lean forward and use your belly to twist to the right. Just tap your left elbow down. Tap the left elbow to the right thigh and engage the waist to encourage that twist. If you're unstable, please lower the back knee. Inhale as the arms sweep up. Exhale, plant hands to mat. Lower the back knee. Draw the belly in as you rock the pelvis forward. This is where you might need that strap or scarf. On your exhale, draw the back heel in as if you're trying to kick yourself in the bum. And then lower it back to mat. Exhale, engage the back of your left thigh to curl the heel in. And lower it back down. 2 more, exhale. If you're on a wooden floor, you might want to fold the mat up under your knee. Once more. Next time you bend the knee, reach your right arm back for the foot. Right arm reaches back for the foot. Using that strap or that scarf to wrap around the ankle if you can't quite reach the foot. Draw the foot in towards your pelvis and then sink your pelvis forward a little bit more. Twisting and looking over that right shoulder towards the back foot. On the next exhale, gently release the foot. Plant your hands. Inhale back to plank, 3-legged option. Exhale, chaturanga or lower knees, lower belly. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few moments to reconnect to your breath. In and out through the nose. Maybe take a moment to say that mantra. I am loved. Or I love myself completely. I am lovable. Whatever mantra speaks to you. And on your next exhale, lower knees to mat into your tabletop. Bring the right hand underneath your nose. And pivot on your right knee so that your shin comes parallel to the short edge of the mat. Inhale, left arm to sky, and straighten your left leg. You're on the inner edge of the back leg. Bottom knee is under the hip. Modified side plank. On the inhale, float the top leg up until it's parallel to the floor. And then again, flex that top foot. Use your hamstring, the back of your left thigh, and try to kick yourself in the bum, heel to bum. Inhale, extend it back out. Exhale, this time as you bend, reach your hand back and tap the foot of the ankle. Inhale, extend arm and leg. Exhale, bend the knee, reach back and tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reach back and tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, foot to mat, both hands to mat. Inhale, back to plank. Option to take a vinyasa here or skip it, and we'll meet in a downward dog. If you're taking the vinyasa, exhale, chaturanga or belly. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. In your downward dog, find your breath again. Reconnect to your mantra to open up that heart chakra. Inhale, reach your left heel to sky. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, take the leg up and back. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, take it up and back. Exhale, step the foot all the way forward to your thumb. Spin the back heel to mat. Inhale, windmill up, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a moment to settle. Check that your toes and your knees are pointing the same direction on both sides. Draw the lower belly in, tailbone down. Create a little more length through the spine. Bring your hands to your heart center, heels of the hands together as you bloom your fingertips open into that lotus mudra. Take an inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, bend the front knee, hands to your heart center. Inhale, straighten and lengthen as you look up. Exhale, bend, hands to your heart center. Inhale, stretch it up, look up. Exhale, bend. Last one, inhale up, this time hold it here. Take a moment to feel that energy coming in and down your hands. And on your exhale, bend knee, bring your hands to your heart center and stack your hands on top of your hearts. Take a moment here to feel that energy in your heart center. Exhale, extend your arms out to warrior 2. Inhale, left arm reaches up, exalted warrior. Exhale, windmill hands to mat, lift your back heel. Inhale, back to plank, three-legged option. Exhale, chaturanga or lower knees, lower belly. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend your knees. On the inhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, belly in as you fold. Inhale, bend the knees, arms to sky, chair pose, Utkatasana. Keep creating length in that spine as you sink your hips back and down. Imagine you're actually trying to sit down on a chair. The bum is going to tap the seat behind you. A little lower, find that breath. Power down into your feet as you inhale, reach up, find length. Exhale, start to shift the weight into your left foot and bring the right knee up. Hands to your heart center. Stack the shoulders over your hips, ears over the shoulders. Use the lower belly to lift the knee higher. If you're stable here, extend through the leg. On the next exhale, bend the knee again. And start to kick the heel back as you tip forward into your Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Finding that capital L shape with your body. Power down into your left foot so your left thigh is activated. Draw the belly in strongly, push up through the back heel, reach the crown of your head forward. Just 2 more smooth breaths. On the exhale, lower hands to mat. Bend your left knee and step your right foot all the way back. Check that your feet are hip width apart here like you're standing on train tracks. Power down into that foundation and inhale as you reach your arms to sky, high crescent lunge. Draw the belly in and your tailbone down. And keep sinking the pelvis down so your tailbone is reaching towards the mat. Grab a hold of that imaginary bar above you. And on your inhale, pull the bar down as you lift your collarbone up. Try to get the collarbone to touch the bar. Inhale, extend the bar back up. Exhale, pull the bar down as you go into that back bend. Lift up as the tailbone draws down. Inhale up. Exhale, pull it down, lift it up. Holding here this time, open the fingers wide. Keep drawing the tailbone down. Collarbone reaches up and back as you start to go into that back bend even more. Draw the shoulder blades together on your back, and then push them into the back of your heart and lift the heart up. Again, offer that heart up to the heavens. Breathe into the chest. Inhale, arms reach the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Use the waist to twist to the left and tap your right elbow to left thigh. If you're feeling wobbly here, please drop the back knee. And really fire up that waist. Use the waist to encourage the twist instead of cranking with the arm. Inhale, sweep arms to sky. Exhale, lower hands to mat and lower the back knee. Inhale, sink the pelvis forward as you draw the belly in. Engage the back of your right thigh, your hamstring, as you bring the heel up and try to kick yourself in the bum with the back heel. And then lower the foot back to mat. Exhale, draw that heel in. And then lower it back to mat. Exhale, fire up the hamstring to lift the heel. And release. This time, draw it up and hold here. Let's sweep your left hand back to the foot. Again, the strap is there. Feel free to wrap the strap around your foot or your ankle. Once you have the foot or the ankle, draw it in towards your bum, and then draw your whole pelvis forward a little bit more. On the next exhale, gently release the foot to mat. Plant your hands. Inhale back to plank. Option to take a vinyasa or skip it and meet us in the downward facing dog. After the vinyasa, we'll lower knees to mat into a tabletop. Bring the left hand underneath your nose. Pivot on your left knee as you turn your left toes out to the side. Inhale, right arm up. Straighten the top leg, coming to the inner edge of the right foot. That modified side plank. And then bring the top leg up parallel to the floor. Drawing the tailbone towards your heel. And then use the back of your right thigh to kick your heel towards your bum. And extend it back out. Exhale this time as you bend the knee, reach back and maybe tap the foot or ankle, extend back out. Exhale, bend, reach back and tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, one more, reach back and tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, both hands to mat, both feet to mat for your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower chaturanga or belly or skip it, and we'll meet in a downward dog. After your vinyasa, we'll lower knees to mat, hips to heels. Take a moment in child's. Try not to grab water yet. Just hold in child's and notice how you feel. In particular, notice what you feel in your heart. Slowly start to walk your hands towards your knees, draw the belly in, roll yourself up to seated, and have a sip of water. Wipe off if you'd like. If you don't want a water break, you can stay in child's pose for a few more mindful breaths. When you're done with water, we'll meet back into that child's pose. Connecting to your audible Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. Maybe repeating your mantra of love, visualizing the breath into your heart center. Draw the belly in as you inhale, lift it up to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Lifting the heels, bend your knees. On the inhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat, halfway lift as you lengthen. Exhale, belly into fold. Bring your big toes to touch. Spread the toes wide. Power down into your feet as you inhale, reach arms to sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Bringing your hands onto your pelvis. Start to shift the weight over into your left foot. Find a point in front of you that's not moving to focus your eyes on. Draw your hip bones up and your tailbone down. As you shift the weight into the left foot, bend the right knee and reach your right hand back for the foot toward the ankle. Inhale, left arm to sky. Draw the tailbone down, the crown of the head up. Take an inhale. Exhale as you start to kick the foot into the hand, tipping forward into Nattarajasana, dancer's pose. If you're feeling really unstable today, or you're having a hard time with that smooth breath, feel free to hold the foot and reach the arm to sky without tipping forward. Try to feel that broadening and opening across the chest. On your next inhale, in slow motion, start to stand all the way back up. Release your right foot slowly to mat, hands to your heart center in that lotus mudra. Inhale, sweep arms to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, and bring your big toes to touch. Right hand underneath the nose and slightly forward. Inhale, left arm to sky for side plank. If you feel uncomfortable sensation in the wrist or you're really wobbly, lower the back knee. If you're stable, float the top foot up. And if you're stable here, bend the knee and reach back, maybe tap the foot or the ankle. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knee, reach back and tap. Option for that bottom knee to be on the mat. Once more, this time when you reach back, maybe grab a hold of the foot or the ankle. We've got 3 breaths here. Kick into the hand to open through the chest, feel that back bend. Bottom knee can be bent or straight. In slow motion, exhale, release the hand and foot. Both hands to mat. Option to take a vinyasa or skip it, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Find your breath again. Find that mudra. Or sorry, the mantra. Lift the heels, bend your knees. On the inhale, walk, step, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, belly in as you fold. Bring your big toes to touch, spread your toes. Push into the feet, inhale, arms reach to sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center, and down onto your hips. Start to shift the weight into the right foot. Find a point in front of you to focus your eyes on that's not moving. Draw your hip bones towards your ribs and your tailbone down. Start to bend the left knee. Kick your heel towards your bum. Reach your left hand back for foot or ankle. Inhale, right arm to sky. Exhale, mindfully kick the foot into the hand to tip you forward into Nattarajasana, dance with pose. If you're feeling really wobbly today, stay upright, holding on to the foot. Start to open up across the chest if you're in the full back bend, and really feel that opening and lengthening. Tailbone and the crown of the head reach away from each other. Tap into your breath. And then in slow motion on your inhale, start to stand back up again. Release foot to mat. Hands to your heart center in that lotus heart. Inhale, sweep arms to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Bring your left hand underneath your nose and slightly forward. Inhale, right arm to sky. If you feel wobbly, you can't breathe comfortably, then lower knee to mat. If you're stable there, float the top leg up parallel to the floor. Exhale, bend the knee, reach back, tap the ankle. Inhale, extend. Exhale, kick heel to bum, reach back, try to tap the foot. Inhale, extend. Last one, reach back, tap, and if you can, maybe grab a hold of it. Once you have a hold of the foot, start to kick into the hand, open through the chest. Bottom knee can be bent or straight. On your next exhale, in slow motion, release. Both hands to mat. Option to take a vinyasa or skip it. And we'll meet in a child's pose. Get in your child, bring your awareness to your heart. See if you can just be present with the sensations that you're feeling at this moment in time. Lift the hips. Coming forward all the way onto your belly. Turn your gaze to the right. Arms down by your side, palms turn up. Let the whole body soften into the mat. Bringing your awareness to that heart center, the front and the back. See if you can visualize the breath coming in and out through the heart. Let that energy swirl around. On the next inhale, turn your gaze forward. Take a moment to draw your hip bones towards your ribs so the lower belly is pulling in, tailbone is reaching back. Turn your palms down. And on your inhale, float the chest and the arms up. If there's no crunching in the lower back, then float the legs up. Shalambhasana or locust pose. Really try to broaden across the collarbones, draw the shoulder blades together, and press the shoulder blades into the back of your heart again. On the next exhale, release everything to the mat. Turn your gaze to the left this time. Palms turn up by your hips. Let everything soften. You have 2 more back bends here. You have the option to do that same one again, Shalambhasana. Or if you'd like, start to bend through the knees, reach back for your feet or your ankles. If you can't reach the ankles or this bothers your lower back, please do the other version with your legs straight. Draw the belly in. And on your inhale, kick the feet into the hands to lift and open your chest. Dhanurasana, bow pose. Keep drawing that belly in strongly. Opening across the chest. And then on your exhale, release. Turn your gaze to the right, palms turn up by your hips. Let everything soften. Breathe into the heart center, into your upper back. And then our last back bend here. Again, you have the option to keep arms and legs straight, or if you'd like, bend the knees, reach back for your feet or the ankles, if that doesn't cause negative sensation in the lower back. On the inhale, kick the feet into the hands, lift and open through the chest. Dhanurasana, back bend. Belly in, tailbone reaches back, open up across the chest. On the exhale, release. Turn your gaze to the left, palms turn up by your hips. Let everything soften. Notice the breath flowing in and out of your heart. Repeating the mantra to yourself a few times here. Tucking your toes behind you, plant your hands in line with your lower ribs and push up into tabletop, hands and knees. Take a moment to wag your hips gently side to side, releasing the lower back. And the knees and feet are hip width apart, toes are tucked. We have one more heart opener here. So lifting up onto your knees for our camel pose. Bring your hands to your lower back. Fingertips point down as you draw the elbows in. Again, draw the belly in strongly, tailbone down. Keep that. And then imagine you're lifting your collarbones up as if you're doing that pull-up again. Lift your collarbone up, up, up. And as you lift back, as you lift up, that helps you to go back. If at any point you feel this in the lower back, engage the belly more. If you still feel it in the lower back, don't go as deep or come out of it completely. If there's no crunching in the lower back and you can breathe comfortably, maybe the hands come to the heels. Again, draw the shoulder blades together on your back. Push them into the back of the heart as if you're lifting the heart up to the heavens. Open and breathe into that heart. 5 more full, meaningful breaths. Hands back to the lower back, belly in, tuck the chin, come back. Point the toes back, hips to heels, sit all the way back. This is not a comfortable seat for you. Feel free to swing the legs around in front, crossing at your ankles. Inhale, reach arms to sky. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring your left hand down to knee. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, twist to left. Right hand to knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to right. This time holding for a few smooth breaths. Lifting up through the crown of your head. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist left. Holding for those deep, mindful breaths to lift up through the top of the head. Inhale, arms reach back up. Bring the heels of your hands to touch over your head. Spread your fingers wide into Lotus Mudra. As your tailbone draws down, inhale to reach up. Feel that energy drawing in through the palms of your hands, down your arms, right into your heart center. As if you're plugging your fingers into a socket. Draw that energy into your heart. in the mudra. And as you exhale, draw that energy into your heart as you pull the hands down to your heart center, allowing your eyes to close. It speaks to you. Say the mantra a few times, either silently to yourself or out loud. When you're ready, start to flutter your eyelids open. Try to stay connected and present as you make your way down onto your back. If you'd like to grab a sip of water, feel free to do that. Just try to stay connected. If your lower back feels tight, you might need a little bit more of a release before your final Shavasana, so it might feel nice to draw knees into your chest, maybe circle your knees one direction and then the other. Or your body might feel ready for Shavasana right away. All of our bodies are different. So if you'd like a little release, take that first. And then we'll meet in our final shape, our final Shavasana. Once you do find your final Shavasana, release control of your breath. Encourage your entire body, from your toes to the crown of your head, for your entire body to soften into the mat. It might feel nice for you to stack your hands on top of your heart. Feeling that energy swirling around your heart center. The universe supports you and loves you. I invite you to stay here in your Shavasana as long as it feels comfortable for you. Giving yourself this gift of mindfulness, of presence. Thank you all for joining me this evening. It's always an honor and a joy to lead you on the mat. Thank you all for allowing me to lead you. Thank you all for being my teachers. Thank you. I love my life. Please stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you'd like to chat with me, I'll be available afterwards. We can chat either on the chat for this video, or you can private message me if it's something personal that you'd like to share, either on Facebook here or on Instagram, Christina or Yoga. I'd love to chat with all of you. I wish you health and happiness for the following week. Thank you all. So great to see so many of you. Hi everyone. So many people I haven't seen in a while actually. Thank you all so much for coming. I'm going to end the live video, but please message me in the comments or PM me if you'd like to chat. Thank you all so much and have a wonderful evening.